And exhale, bring the palms together at the center of your chest. Inhale, arms up, gently arching back. And exhale, forward fold, bringing the fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, step the right leg back, lower the knee and flatten the top of the foot to the floor, dropping the hips down and forward. Retain the breath as you step the left leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhale, slide forward, lengthening the chest, look up. Curl the toes, lift up and back through the tailbone, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lowering the left knee and flattening the foot to the mat. Exhale, left foot forward, bring the feet together and look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arching back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Retain the breath as you step the right leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up, arching back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Retain, left foot steps back to plank. Knee, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhale, slide forward and up. Exhale, downward dog, press down through the heels. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. Exhale, left foot forward, feet together. Look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, arching back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Retain as you step the right leg back to plank. And exhale, knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhale, slide forward and lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, lift the tailbone as we move back into downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Step the right leg back into triangle pose, arms extended at shoulder height, and as you exhale, reach your left arm forward and then hinge at the hips. We're creating a straight line down the length of our arms. Our torso is stacked directly above the left leg, and you'll feel a stretch through the inside of the left thigh and the outside of the right torso. Take a nice deep breath here, and come on up. Rotate the right toes about 45 degrees towards the top of the mat, and then rotate the hips, shoulders, and chest. Inhale and exhale, lowering the right hand this time, placing it on the mat next to the left foot or on a block. Open up the chest towards the left side of the room, rolling the left shoulder back, stacking it over the right. Continue breathing deeply. If you feel any pressure here in the back knee, continue to adjust the toes forward towards the top of the mat. Exhale all the way up, hands to the hips. Shifting the weight into the left foot, we're moving into Warrior 3, hinging forward a little bit more at the hips, creating a straight line down the length of the body. Be sure to keep the back flat here and reach the fingertips towards the wall behind you. Actively press through the right heel. Continue breathing. And gently lower the right foot next to the left. Hinge forward. Bring our hands behind the ankles or calves. Think about lengthening through the crown of the head to reach your head towards your toes. Release and begin to gently round all the way up. We'll be repeating on the opposite side, starting again with triangle pose. Step the left foot back now. Roll the shoulders back, lift the arms up to shoulder height, reach the right arm as far forward, and then hinge sideways. Create that nice long line down the length of the arms. Keep in mind we're folding directly over the right leg, not in front of it. Feel the stretch through the right inner thigh and the left side of the torso. Exhale on up, and now rotate the left toes about 45 degrees towards the top of the mat, rotating hips, chest, and shoulders. And now exhale, left hand down to the floor, opening up the chest, drawing the right shoulder back and stacking it over the left. You can keep the nose in line with the center of the chest, or you can turn the head and neck and look up towards the top hand. Let's exhale and come halfway up, hands to the hips, lean forward into that right foot as we lift the left leg, warrior three, creating that long line down the back side of the body. So think about leading with the crown of the head and pressing away from the body through the left heel. Keep breathing as you focus the eyes on a point beneath you. If you can, lengthen the arms and reach them back towards the heel. Lower the left foot next to the right and fold forward over the thighs, looking towards your knees, finding a stretch through the hamstrings. Continue breathing, and then place your fingertips on the mat. Let's just gently pedal the knees, bending one at a time, finding a little bit more length in the hamstrings and glutes. Now step the feet back and lift up through the tailbone, coming into downward facing dog. Again, pedal the knees and heels. Feel that stretch intensify on the straightened leg. And now take a big step forward with the right foot, bring it between the hands, coming into our low lunge. So drop the hips down and forward. It's important to aim to have the right knee over the ankle here. We want to find that nice stacked alignment through the right leg. Reach the left heel back away from you. We're easing our hands onto the right knee or thigh. However, if you find this position too intense or too wobbly today, just lower the left knee down to the mat. We're gently lifting our arms up overhead. However, this can be intense on the lower back, so feel free to keep the hands on the thigh or on the hips if you're feeling tender there today. Hands come all the way back down to the floor. We're gently lowering the left knee a couple times, waking up those glutes and hamstrings. And then stepping the right leg back, coming back to downward dog, pedaling our heels. Feel a little bit warmer here now. And we'll switch sides. Left foot forward, finding that alignment, knee over ankle, dropping down and forward through the hips, while simultaneously pressing the right heel back towards the back of the mat. Try and keep your knee straight and lifted off the floor. From here, we transition our hands up to the left knee or thigh, gently easing the shoulders back, stacking them over the hips, checking in on the lower back and opening up through the chest, lifting our hands up towards the sky. Again, you can always gently lower the right knee to the mat for a little bit more stability. If the lower back is sensitive today, keep the arms extended straight out in front of the shoulders or keep them on the knee or hip. Exhale and bring our hands down to the mat. And again, 3 taps with the right knee. And step the left leg back. Tailbone up, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here as we pedal the heels. Inhale, right heel all the way up. Find that length down the body. Bend the knee and draw the knee to the mat between our hands. So the knee is making an upside down V shape. We have one hand on either side of our right knee, and our hips are even distance from the mat. Exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Bring your hands down, create a little pillow for your forehead, and breathe deeply. Feel free to put a block, a blanket, couch cushion under your head if your head doesn't comfortably come down to the mat. It's important here not to roll from one side to the other. We want to keep our hips even distance. So we'll be feeling a stretch through the right hip and thigh, and breathing deeply, relaxing into this posture. Inhale the head, neck, and chest up. Walk your hands back to either side of the right leg, turning on the left glute and hamstring. We're picking up that left heel, drawing it towards the body, and reaching back with the hand for a left quad stretch. If this is too intense, just hold it with the leg extended and the chest lifted. Bring the left hand back down to the floor, curl the left toes, step the right leg back to downward facing dog, breathing deeply. And we're going to switch to the opposite side. Left heel all the way up. Find that nice straight line down the back of the body. Then bend the left knee. Pull the knee towards the chest. Lower the knee between our hands. And relax the right leg down. Inhale. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. Chest is lifted. And then on your next exhale, we'll begin to fold forward over the left leg. Bring our hands down to create that pillow for the forehead. Continue breathing deeply. The more we can relax, the deeper we'll get that stretch through the hip. Inhale back up. Walk our hands back to either side of the left knee. Turn on the right glute and lift those toes up towards the ceiling, reaching back with the right hand to grab a hold of the foot or ankle. You can always use a strap here, but this is an intense quad stretch, so if it's too much, just keep the foot down on the mat. Release. Bring the right hand back down to the floor. And we're going to bring that right leg forward. Bring both soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Bring the hands to the feet or ankles. We're hinging forward. So lean the crown of the head towards the wall in front of you, using our elbows to press the thighs down a little bit deeper to the mat, finding that inner thigh stretch. Breathe deeply here. And gently release. So move your body to the center of the mat if it's not there already. We'll extend the left leg, bend the right knee, and bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Arms up and exhale, fold forward. Think about lengthening the body as much as possible, reaching the crown of your head towards your left toes. If your hands don't touch your left foot, that's okay. Wherever you can reach along the left leg is a great place to start. The more we practice, the easier this becomes. Inhale, arms up. And bring the right hand down just behind the right hip. Press through the palms as we lift our hips up. Reach that left arm back. So now we're opening up those muscles all along the front of the body, turning on the glute to support the body as well. Come back down, and we're going to switch sides. Right leg extended, left leg bent, sole of the foot along the inner thigh or calf. Sit up tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging forward. Reach, reach, reach. Lengthen through the back of the body. And don't forget to breathe here. You may notice one side is different than the other. That's okay. We generally have one side that's a little bit tighter, but just keep breathing into that posture. Inhale, arms up. Bring the left hand back down to the mat just behind the hip. Press into the palm, lift up. So the weight is supported by the left shin and left hand. Open up the chest and torso, reaching the right fingertips back behind you. And ease the body back down to the mat. Extend both legs this time, sitting up tall. Pull the flesh away from the sits bones. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. So find that length along the back of the body. Continue reaching the crown of the head towards the toes. If you have a strap available, loop the strap around the feet if your hands don't touch. Continue breathing. Inhale both arms up and exhale them down. Place them just behind the hips. Pressing through the palms, we're going to turn on the muscles along the back side of the body into upward facing plank. You can keep the chin at the chest or lower the crown of the head towards the floor. And gently lower the hips back down. One more time, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, drop the outsides of the thighs towards the mat. Inhale and exhale, hinge forward. So think about bringing the sternum towards your heels. Use the elbows to press the thighs a little bit closer to the mat and continue breathing. Draw the inner thighs together, lean back on the tailbone, and we're going to use the abdominals to stabilize the body as we lift the toes. Release the hands from the back of the thighs. And if you can, extend the legs. So this is more challenging. If it's too much for you today, keep the knees bent or keep one foot on the mat. Lower the toes back down to the floor, and then keeping the abs engaged, roll the body back one vertebrae at a time. Take a couple breaths, and we're going to move into shoulder stand. So the important thing to remember here is we want to tuck in our shirt. And then we're drawing our knees in towards our chest. Bring our hands to our lower back and easing the feet up towards the sky. So it's important to keep in mind in yoga, once we move into the posture, that doesn't mean it needs to be our final version. As we breathe deeply, we can continue to modify the posture. So here we can walk our elbows in a little bit closer to find a little bit more support, or we can loosen up the legs by pointing and flexing the feet. Begin to open up the legs, creating a scissor, one leg each direction, and this will prepare us for plow pose. Draw the knees in towards the face, lengthen the legs, and work on lowering the toes to the mat overhead. If your toes touch, you can release the back and bring your pinkies down to the mat. However, if your toes are still floating or hovering over the mat, please keep your hands on the lower back for support. Continue breathing deeply here. And then we're going to gently release, place the palms on the mat, bend the knees in towards the face, and slide the knees down the front of the body, using the abs to control the speed, lowering the back and tailbone, and then soles of the feet to the mat. Walk your feet in towards your hands, or reach your fingers down along the sides of your body so you can grab a hold of the back of the feet or ankles. And as you exhale, press through the feet, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Be sure to draw the knees in towards one another so they are in line with your hips. That way we engage the inner thighs as well. Gently lower the hips back down to the floor. Pick up the right foot, place it on top of the left thigh, reach the right hand through the leg, left hand on the outside. Draw the knee towards the chest. And we'll switch sides, left ankle to right thigh, left hand through the legs, right hand on the outside. Gently draw the legs towards the chest again, continuing to breathe deeply. And then lower your feet down to the mat. Reach your arms up overhead and elongate the body. Gently reach the arms from side to side. And then walk your heels about mat width apart. Lower your arms halfway between your hips and your shoulders. Turn your head to one side and the other, and then let it rest on its natural center. Bring your awareness to your breath. Breathe deeply, expanding the chest, back, and abdomen with each inhale, and then letting the body relax with each exhale. Let the mind relax, and bring the awareness to the physical body, bringing it all the way down to the feet. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Begin to reawaken the body, draw the heels together, and reach the arms overhead, lengthening it. And then begin to roll onto the right side. Take a couple nice deep breaths here, placing the left hand on the mat in front of the chest. Press through the palm and bring yourself back up to a seated position, cross-legged. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Well done.